to stop and be quiet. And the stopping that we're doing is a stopping for the need of any other input. There's no need for words. There's no need for thought. There's no need for stories. Nothing is necessary to make this moment any better than it already is. To simply be still and know that I am. Nothing else is necessary. After the I am, simply I am. Resting in open, radiant, alive presence. Allowing everything to be exactly as it is, with no resistance, no expectation, no labeling of experience, just this as it is. And as we rest as awareness and allowing that awareness to illuminate the I am as awareness. So we're turning awareness back upon itself, allowing the healing mirror to be absolutely transparent. And in Satsang, we have this opportunity to stop And then localizing our awareness again as the body, the breath, the circumstances that are here now in this moment. And come back from the meditation. And although we call this meditation at the beginning of our satsang, in fact, it's simply a stopping and dropping of all the labels, all the naming, and being present. And I came across a quote this week which really just hit home so strongly, and I totally relate to this. And so I'll just share that. May not be in the exact words, but it was a quote from Papaji, actually, who was a beautiful teacher, Indian teacher, who's passed now. And the quote said, "Even when we are thinking, I feel peaceful, that thought disturbs the peace." Now, that's very interesting, because when we are resting as aware presence, there are no words to describe that are enough. When awareness, we are resting as awareness, completely as awareness, there is no description of that when you're in the experience as awareness, because there is no thought, there is no reference point, because that expanded experience has no reference point or comparison. It is open, clear. It is a field of consciousness through which awareness can occur, but there's no translation mentally of what is occurring. It's very hard to explain, but when I read that, it really struck me as very beautiful and absolutely and so true. When we are awake totally in the moment, there is nothing going on. There is no resistance to anything that is going on around, but there is no there is nothing going on in mind. We are not what we call thinking. thoughts may occasionally go through, but usually not. And there is no clinging or grasping or pushing away of anything in the form of thought or subject or object. It is a state of completion. It is enough. It is the extraordinary ordinary without all the extras, which all seem completely irrelevant. And there's no awareness of that desire for more, which humanity has been plagued with through the human mind. Last week we talked about free will, and is there free will? Well, it's you know, a deep contemplation because in our life we are wanting to support the health of the body, the health of the mind, etc. And even once we are living in greater presence, we're still choosing to support. But there is no due to the level of consciousness that is flowing, those choices are choiceless choices. When one is awake, one would not choose to do any harm. But there can still be great creative productivity, but that seems to simply occur. It happens naturally and freely. It arises and occurs. There is not a strong desire. There is no clinging and there is no aversion happening with that. That is simply an unfolding of the presence of awareness. And we seem to be directed by the flow of the universe, and perhaps that's the flow of the Dharma unfolding here. But when we let go and let God, so to speak, or let go of any sense of needing to control anything and fall into the flow of life, then we get directed, we get lived, we get miracles pop up, things that we could never imagine would pop into our life without us having planned it or organized it or constructed it. So I think it's really important that we understand that there's no control here. Any sense of human control is mind play, and mind is, we are not our minds. We are not thought. We claim thought. But thought is not who I am. So the free will tends to be directed by the level of consciousness that's flowing through here. The when we let go and allow the river of life to direct us, then life takes its own course, and that is beyond the little mind that we think is ours.